All right, we're going to be getting started here soon. Testing out a few things. And want to make sure that the sound is good. All right. I think that sounds about right. That's good. Okay, that sounds good. Now I will switch over to black screen and I will bring up my other platforms and I will be right back. Oh, right. And we are back. We are picking up where we left off last night. I'm playing through Expedition 33. And at yesterday's session, we learned a lot of information. We learned about some characters that we've never heard mentioned before. Pierre was Ciel's husband, and Monaco was Verso's best friend. And we don't know who that is yet, but we're going to go see Monaco. And there were a few things that we noticed at the end in the camp, that the relationship with Mael, that decision wasn't optional. But we're picking up where we left off. So I did play a little bit of a few side quests, just to. I'm still getting my head around the way Verso plays, so I wanted to get some time in there and work on that and get the hang of the mechanics of the game. So let's get started here. All right. Just wanted to take a half a moment, make sure that the sound and everything is working good. I think it is. So we are ready now to continue. So the instructions we had were to head north, and we're looking for Monaco's station. I'll try a short little fight along the way, just to warm up a little bit. All right. Something I've been doing lately is actually just relying on the basic attacks for Verso. So I got a thing that makes it so that he does 2 attacks with each basic attack, and then this sword actually gives him a second attack. And there we go. There we go.
I'll do it.
Kick the dust off there a bit. Hey.
My turn.
Good. There we go. They can just rely on basic attacks there. There we go. Okay. All right, I think I kicked the dust off a little bit. And let's use Esquier to run. Esquier is so adorable. It's funny, the patterns that Esquier is made of, they look a lot like the patterns for the expedition uniforms. Nobody has a shield on. All right. I might be a little overpowered for this section.
Let's carve a path.
A storm is coming. Prepare.
Right. Nice. So we've gone through areas of the game where the color scheme was blue or almost predominantly blue. We've gone through areas where it's red. Now we're going through an area where it's white. And that, again, sets a kind of a completely different tone. Monaco Station. There we go.
Follow the tracks. They'll lead us to Monaco.
Monaco.
Train. Gustave would have liked to see that.
Is it true before the fracture, Lumiere had trains running throughout the continent?
Always running late, but running. Yes.
The flag for Expedition 65. Okay. Try to keep it as a general practice that if I see a flag, take a moment to rest just in case I'm out of something or less than full on something. It just takes a moment. Doesn't cost me anything.
Here we are. Monaco Station.
Is that a Grundis? I knew it. They're real too.
A Grandis? Okay. So back at the beginning, when they discovered that the gesturals were real, there was a question about whether or not they asked about a Grandis and they asked about an Esquier. We discovered the Esquier was real, and I had a note here to find out about is a Grandis a real thing too? I assumed it is, and they were kind of planting the seed of what that might be. Someone with a hammer up there? Wait. That's not where I came in through. No. Okay, they put two flags right back to back. Okay, and there's a fast travel point, so it's definitely not the one I came in through. Ah, here we go.
An advantage.
And let's switch to Lune. Just because I like the flight. Is there anything behind here? No. Nope. Can't even go back there. Okay.
If Monaco's not here, that means... slow as ever, mon vieux.
Your
reflexes remain sharp as ever. I approve. Esquire, did Verso pull you into another adventure? New friends.
You speak our language.
He had a lot of time to kill, so I taught him.
Ladies, could I, ow, interest you in a duel?
Definitely a gestural.
No point trying to talk until we've calmed Minoko down with a relaxing fight. Be careful though. Minoko's fighting style is a bit, peculiar.
All right. So the thing I find that I like is opening up with the ranged attacks followed by just the back-to-back regular attacks. Makes for a... It allows me to get that perfection rank built up relatively quickly.
Let's carve a path. Yeah. Shield incoming.
He can turn into a Nevron.
It's interesting.
Flowing.
Okay.
I'll use your fire.
All right.
Cards have spoken.
Ready to strike.
I love the music here.
Take your shot.
All right. Wow.
No distraction, son. I'm really busy beating up strangers.
Done.
Noko, what are you doing here?
Noko, you said Nevron?
Oh. A stalact.
I should be in... Yeah, I'm in pretty good shape. So they said there's a Stalact back here. I'm not sure what that is. It's a type of Neveron. Might be one that I've fought. I just didn't notice the name before. Oh.
Friends of Verso, as honored guests, the first fight is yours. Defeat the Stalact with your fearsome talents.
Right. Oh. You're serious?
Yes, he is. You little coward.
Verso, why aren't you using gradient attacks?
I don't need pointers from the one sitting on his lazy ass.
You didn't teach them, did you, you lazy old fart? Very well. I shall generously...
All right. So, okay, now this is a new thing. Gradient attacks. Each AP used to cast a skill fills the gradient gauge. Once the gauge is full, you gain 1 gradient charge that you can use with any character to cast a gradient attack. All right. All right, so that's... All right. And that's with each skill used. So I, again, prefer opening up with these to build up his perfection meter. But for the purpose of this, I think I can try applying some skills to build up the gradient meter.
Incoming.
That's a jump. All right. I got it on the 3rd try. Let's see here. So let's heal up.
That's better.
Here's your gun.
Incoming.
Roadmark is flowing.
Okay. And I can see the gradient is... I'm not seeing where the buildup of the gradient meter is, but that's all right. Unless it's the blue one up top. No, that's my action. Okay, we'll see. First, though, 1, 2, 3, 4, followed by the Mayhem.
Prepare to meet your
There we go. So I can do the gradient attack now? Let's try it. Actually, let's be smart about it. Do my regular attack first, because I can do 2. And then I get to go again. Now I'll try the gradient attack. Okay. Apparently my gradient meter is not built up yet, so another regular attack is fine. All right.
I'm ready.
Got it. Okay, so I didn't have to use the gradient attack. Haven't fully grokked it yet, but I'll figure it out eventually.
You found worthy friends, Verso.
Jealous?
What are you doing?
I just need the foot. Aha!
He transforms by collecting Neveron feet. Don't ask me how it works. I've never understood.
Now that we've had some good battles to warm the spirits, to what do we owe the pleasure of your company?
We're heading for old Lumiere.
Okay, bye.
Hey, come on. Hey, hey. Hey, look. I know we failed before, but look, you doofus. Don't you recognize her?
Of course I do.
Then you know what that means. This is our shot. It might be our only shot.
This is your only shot. Out of the question. I will never join you again.
There will be a lot of fighting, though.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's true.
There will be a lot of fighting.
Exactly.
Count me in then.
Good.
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 Yes, good.
Noko's coming too.
Oh, you are?
L'homme mercanto al dormier. C'est mon trésorier. Voici le meilleur mercanteur du monde.
As a responsible parent, this is a superb idea. Let us go to old Lumiere.
Grande sucamini, nella structura godo. Should parlo anymore, never the nest is estrado. Should do our dormier, or a shagito and noticing.
Okay, so take the exit north to go to Old Lumiere. And it looks like... I think I just saw... Let's see. You wish to play Minoko's tutorial? Yes. I think I saw that Minoko is an unlocked character, so I can play as a Gestural now. Whoa, okay. Let's see. His skills move the bestial wheel pointer forward. Each mask on the wheel upgrades specific skills. The Almighty mask upgrades all skills. Okay. Upgraded skills are stronger or gain additional effect. Okay. So right now it's on heavy. Casting skills move the wheel's pointers. Corresponding skills are more powerful. All right. So I don't have any kind of basic attack. It looks like the only thing I can do is skills. All right. Stalact Punch. Deals a medium ice damage ability. Skills are Charlier Combo and Stalact Punch. Bestial Wheels on Heavy Mask, therefore Stalact Punch is upgraded and deals additional damage. Okay, I'm going to have to take some time at the end of this session and like just run around, get in some fights and study this to kind of figure out this mechanic. But in the meantime, it's an attack, so I can figure that part out. And it's a pretty good one.
That's more like it.
All right. And then the Nevron skills. He harvests Nevron legs if he's in the party when the Nevrons are killed. Okay, this will be important. I'll make sure that I have him in the party, and as I go along, I'll do that Nevron leg harvesting. And then enemies with lootable legs have this icon next to their health bar. Defeating them will allow Monaco to learn that Nevron skills. That's cool. I like that a lot. The bestial will is now on Caster's mask. He doesn't have any caster skills, but defeating the Paralin will unlock one. Okay. So I don't have... Okay, so I have to be on the skill of the type of Nevron. So I'm definitely incentivized to continue to get more to try out to kind of collect those. And then on top of that, that's kind of cool because it adds, unless I can predict where on the wheel it's going to land, it adds kind of a random element. So I can't perfectly plan his turns. I have to figure things out as I go. But it doesn't look like I've built up the gradient attack yet. So let's do, I don't have any skills, so I just have to do a basic attack.
Foolish move.
I got to get reacquainted with doing the jump. Okay, so since I'm on caster, if I don't have... Okay, there we go. I can do the Stalact Punches. Got it. All right, now I've switched to balanced. I got to get my head around that attack. So casting skills move the wheel's pointer. Corresponding skills are more powerful. Okay. So I can't do any of those. I haven't built up the gradient attack yet. Can I do an aim? All right. All right. So no damage, but I should have... Can be consumed to reallocate a character's attribute. Oh, okay. Yeah, a recoat. You just beat a Pellerin and looted his leg, which allows Monaco to learn the skill Pellerin Heal. Okay, that's nice. I noticed that was a healing ability that healed up the whole party, so that's really good. The question is always going to be, what do I trade off to use it? Because I actually like all of the abilities that the party members have right now. Let's see, open the skill menus. I only have the one weapon for him. That starts the battle in a balanced mask. Okay, so I can have it starting the battle in different ways. Again, this reminds me so much mechanically of the tabletop game Sentinels of the Multiverse, because in that game, one of the things you have is, in a lot of card games, you have either a central deck or everybody has their own deck, but anybody can build any cards out of any decks. With Sentinels of the Multiverse, you choose your superhero, and each superhero has its own deck with its own game mechanics. And so there are things that deck has that none of the other decks have. And so it opens up a certain degree of creativity, so that you're not speaking just in general terms. So I have this new character. I've got to figure out this new character. Like, this character has this wheel, over here. CL has her foretells and her darkness abilities, the moon abilities, and so on. So with each one, it's different, and I have to learn something. It's kind of good because it gives you a steady. You never feel like you've completely mastered the game. You're constantly learning something new and figuring new things out. So it's kind of cool. Let's go ahead and slap a few of the Pictos onto him, just because if at the very least I can take some of the ones that I don't have and that I don't have fully charged and use him in combat to charge them up. There we go. All right. And in terms of Luminas, there probably should be some that are obvious that I should always give to him. I think the SOS shell is definitely a big one. Every character is literally made better by that one. Yeah, that's a good one. I think I had a few up here that... I think I had one that let's see, healing tints. I thought I had one that boosted up healing abilities. These were healing tints, but I thought I had something that boosted healing abilities. Maybe it was something specific to a character. But let's go ahead and we'll put that on there. I don't want to waste too much time on this. Yeah, there we go. And I haven't unlocked any skills for him yet. That's okay. We'll figure that out later on. It allows me to use a new skill. So I have a new skill. Who's this? Oh, that's the Grandis they were talking about. There used to be another guard. Oh, that's kind of sad, though. So the other guard is dead. But he was too chatty, and so this Grandis can get some peace and quiet now. All right. I still prefer the flying, but all right. Oh, what's back here? So up there, up the steps, I think is the gate out. Is there something off to the side over here? Or is this the ice cave that I came in? This might be the ice cave where I came in. There were 2 flags back to back, to be sure. Yeah, okay, that was the ice cave. Let me take a moment, and at the very least, let's apply some things to Monaco's attributes, because, again, why not? I think I'm going to try to just focus on keeping him alive. And then I think agility... It seems like based on his weapon, maybe agility and luck are 2 good things to focus on. I can always redistribute later if I need to. And then does he have any skills that need to be given? Wow, okay, yeah. So, okay, all of his get unlocked by Mighty Strike. And it goes to the Almighty Mask. Okay. His get unlocked, I guess, by only harvesting the Nevron feet. So, that's interesting. I'll probably take some time with him later on, go back to there's a gestural fighting pit that I haven't messed with much online, but I go there to practice if I have a new character and I'm trying to train and learn on them. Hmm? Why do we all sculpt the same thing? That's interesting. So apparently all Grandis sculpt the same thing. A Grandis with a hammer? He records history by storing it in his brain, like Joey from Blossom. See, now I'm seeing... Okay, I see a bunch of Grandis here. They're studying the stone, I think. So it's interesting. The gestrels look like I'm forgetting what they're called, but the little trolls, like the little troll dolls you could get with something covering up their face. The Grandis have a similar thing, except for theirs almost looks like they have a mask in front of their face and a beard almost. So interesting design. Is this where I came in? It is where I came in. All right. Okay, I need to go back. All right. Got turned around for a moment there. We're impervious to cold, and it's utterly dreadful for one such as me. Why? Because there's no need for clothes. We run around naked as the day we were born. As a fashion designer, my talents languish from disuse. Oh. Why I drape you in elegance? He's going to dress us. Okay. I have to best him in eloquence. 3 rounds. 3 rounds where one must display excellence in poetry. Sure, I'll try that. This is kind of like the dance at the beginning. Finish my sentence in a wonderfully poetic way. Life blooms like a rose with petals soft and frail. Winter winds with whisper the ending of a tale. Oh? Let us continue. Lace a canvas painted with colors of our strife. Death's the artist's final stroke, completing every life. Life springs a song of joy and pain, its notes both sweet and bitter. Its echoes fade to stillness, our secrets follow after. Nothing quite rhymes, but this one has the right tempo. Okay. Is that all we had to do was match the tempo? Or maybe any answer we gave might have done it. So new outfit unlocked. Let's take a quick look at it. Oh. Oh, that's cool. I like that. I think I'm going to keep that one on her. That's really cool. Okay, this is the direction I want to go. It hurts me to see, like, she flies around, and so she doesn't have shoes on, but it hurts me to see somebody walking in the snow like that. I don't mind the cold too much, but oof. The 3 great grandest tribes were renowned for the artistry of their discourse. We too have grand arenas like Jestrel's, but with our arenas, eloquence landed the killing blows. Oratory games. Every 4 years, the grandest came together. So they said that the grandest preceded the paintress. You still hold these games. These days, our debates are more humble in nature. We face many challenges since the fracture, but our traditions live on in one form or another. We must adopt the gestural ways. My mind is in agreement, but my body is recalcitrant. I think that's similar to the phrase, the flesh is willing, but the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. I think that's how it goes. Oh. About smarter than everyone thus far without facing them directly. Mhm. Oh, yeah. Build a proper bridge. Because apparently I fell down. Hopefully that wasn't a mistake of the game. Okay, no, it's not. Okay. For a moment, I thought I fell into an area of the game that I'd be stuck forever and I'd have to save and exit to try to get out. That's funny, though.
Interesting.
Now, briefly, I probably need to... So right now, Monaco isn't in the party. I think I'm going to leave him out of the party for this session. Actually, if I see any Neverons that I haven't fought yet, I'll bring him in. But beyond that, I think I'm going to keep him out for this session so that I can take some time off stream and kind of learn him. Oh, here we go. This is another expedition logo. I'll read that. I'll do that in just a moment. Oh, he gives me a recoat so I can respec. I'll probably be needing to respec a lot soon. There's 2 people here.
Expedition 65, Aurelian. The Grandis have embraced us with such warmth and hope. What a balm for the soul to know that other beings survived. That we in Lumiere are not alone. It truly is a miracle. The Grandis retreated to higher ground after Neverons overran their lands. It is bittersweet, but at least the most important parts of their civilization will survive. Their children. Fortunately for them, they do not appear affected by the Gomage the way we are. It is painful knowing our expedition has failed. But at least we can enjoy our final days among friends.
So Expedition 65 made it up to this point. And
Expedition 65.
they ended here. Okay. It's cool learning about and just thinking about the timeline that happened, you know, between then and now. This leads to the treacherous reaches of the mountains. If it isn't for Old Lumiere, you should leave via the other exit. Okay. I think I'll follow along with that, but I'm going to make a mental note of this and return to this later on. So they said there's another exit for Old Lumiere this way. I think it's this way. Yeah. Let me, you know what? I'm going to go out through this one. If for no other reason, it takes me to the map. I'm going to see if there's any conversation to be had in camp at this point. Okay. So this says this is the treacherous region that goes to the mountains. So let's take a quick look at the map. I'm going to move a little bit further this way. Just so that I can get an idea of... Okay, I see where I'm located now. All right. So there's something up here, it looks like. Oh, I'm down here. Oh, okay, I'm at Monaco Station. Old Lumiere is up there. And so the exits would take me... I could go through I could go through this wooded area through here up to Old Lemire, or I could take this area through the mountains up to here. So I'm not sure what's there, but it allowed me to go this way, so I'll continue on a little bit. At the very least, this will give me a chance to kind of see some of the things that are out here. Okay, that opens up a bridge that allows me to go to get to this area. I guess from downstream. Okay.
What have we here?
Okay. I fought those before. I guess this would be a little bit of a good place to get a little bit of practice, but I don't want to do too much of that.
You're outmatched.
He just said, you're outmatched. I hope that's what he said. Right. Who do I start with? There are a few here that I haven't seen before. So let's start, I guess, with this guy. Given that he can heal everybody. Oh. Oh, he counterattacked on me. Okay. That's new.
Careful, Verso.
He hits hard, too. No, I didn't want to hit him. All right, that's fine. Huh. Okay. I got to get the timing right on that. Let's take this moment. I still want to apply this. We want to get the focus for Tell. Let's put it on this person. Because I want to be able to get the energy from that.
A storm is coming.
All right. She can do... That's fine.
Ready to evade. Careful now.
Okay, there was a jump on that one. I didn't get the counterattack right on the jump, but that's okay. Now, I can use the Plentiful Harvest to... Actually, everybody's energy is built up. Do I have the gradient? Okay, apparently I don't have the gradient attack turned on, but that's all right. We want to do... Yeah, I think Plentiful Harvest is probably the right one. You know what? I'll still have the Plentiful Harvest if I revive him. So let's revive him.
Born once more. That's better. I would have lived.
Oh, okay.
Overflowing with energy.
All right, this is a new ability that I haven't used before. So the Crustal Crush. Should I do that one or Stormcaller? Let's try the Mayhem first. That one, it doesn't use much power, and it... All right. All right, there we go. All right. Oh, I got a new weapon here. Blasco. I'm assuming that's for Monaco. Let's take a quick peek and see. So, no, that's not for him. Who's that one for? Oh. This is for Verso. So currently, yeah. So this the sword that I got from the big guy at the end of the last session was really good. It allows me to take another attack again after the base attack, and it amps up the base attack damage. And then this one, +1 perfection on a critical hit, and at level 10, self-heal by 2% health on dealing a critical hit. Okay, I think I'm gonna stick with the weapon that I have, but it's kind of cool. I love the spectrum of weapons that they give you and options they give you. You can kind of build up your characters around the style of play that you prefer. So I've been to this area. I opened up the bridge that will allow me to return to this area and to previous areas later on. So I'm actually going to go back and try to advance through the story toward Old Lumiere. I'm going to try not to fall in here again. There we go. This guy's lit up in an interesting way. Use weapons? A sort between the wrong of deception and violence. We've chosen the lesser evil. You're well versed in methods of misdirection. Huh. They said the bells that they gave to the Gestrals. So these all say complete a quest. So there must be a quest that I have to complete. In fact, that might be a quest with Monaco that I have to complete before these become available to me. But there are a few things here that never hurts to get. I don't know that I need many more of the chroma cows. They're really cheap, but I don't know that I need many more because I don't think I have any weapons that are below level 3. But there's no inventory or encumbrance, so there's no reason not to get them. I think I'm good on recoats. I don't need to buy any more for now. Perhaps we can help each other. Require final ingredients. Eternal ice, a type of ice that never melts. You can find some not far from here within the depths of the glacial mountains. Retrieve the eternal ice, and for a fair price, I'll use it to augment your defenses. What do you say? Well, of course, yeah. The path of frozen hearts will not be easy. Many threats await you there. I wish you good luck. So he said the eternal ice. Let me take a moment here and rest up from the last battle. Is it in the... let me go talk to him again. I may have missed where he was saying the eternal ice is. All right. Some can be found deep within the mountains of the frozen hearts. Okay. So it is up within the mountains. Okay, this gives me a reason to go to the mountains. I will take that, just because if that gives me the ability to build up a stronger defense, then that'll help me as I progress through the story of the game. So let's go back to the mountains and see. I may have to put Monaco into the party. I'll probably replace CL with Monaco. Oh. Grandis Scout. Yes. Oh, okay. They really try to make sure that you know this is not the path to take if you want to get to Old Lumiere. It's kind of funny that they take that approach. So, okay, the bridge is up permanently now. That's good. And so I can use Esquier to get around a little bit more quickly. And this, it's glowing red. It's fascinating. I don't know what that is. Like a lava flow of some kind. Okay, these are the ones that I fought a little bit ago. I'll leave them be for now. After I get Monaco leveled up, I'll probably travel around and do a bunch of combat. I like that they have that. It encourages you to go back. Like you have a reason to go back and try to fight every type of Nevron. All right, the carousel. Let's see what this is. See a flag here for Expedition 51. This might be a side area. Oh, okay. He waits right outside the gate there. It's like the Ferris wheel that we saw at the very beginning. This is a carousel. Oh, there's a Grandis over here. You've met other expeditioners. What happened to them? We had a pleasant conversation, though they were quite a rush and sadly could not spare the time to assist me. We'll see what we can do. So the ice on the carousel is frozen, and they need the ice broken out. So I guess that's a question. Is that ice the eternal ice that they need? That the other guy needs? Okay. Of course, that'd be too easy to be able to just go up and break the ice. Nothing special up there. All right. Okay. I noticed that there are different colored ice. There is different colored ice at various places. So here it's purple. I saw some red back there earlier outside of this area. This looks like a statue, maybe from Old Lumiere. Let's see.
Well, that will help.
So the ice all points up toward a light source up there. Okay, I can't climb up there. Okay. Okay, I'll have to come back to this later on. It's an interesting kind of set piece here. But I'm not sure where to go from there. But okay, the carousel is that's a side quest I'll have to look at later on. And oh, what is this? So path down the side. Ah, here we go.
Perfect.
A music record that can be used at camp. Oh, nice, nice. All right, and we'll go back out of here. I love these characters. Esquier standing, waiting outside. It with oh. Okay, I see. It was showing the carousel as that's the set piece. There we go. There's a place further up here. Wondering if this is where the eternal ice is. Frozen hearts. Danger. Danger. I will face the danger. It may be too dangerous. We'll see. If I get up there and they one-shot me just with one hit, then I'll probably move on, continue the story, and then come back to this later.
Brings back memories.
Why?
We lived on this mountain together for some time.
Romantic.
Romantic. Okay, there must be something big there because this is an there's an expedition flag.
Remember those stalactites, Monoko? Aren't they terrifying?
Oh, there's something there at the tip of that I think they may have created that bridge to let me know this is a place where you can fall off, maybe?
Have we here?
Make us a little more conscientious about it when we're flying along and not press up against the edge there. Yeah, those stalactites are huge.
Perfect.
Oh, this is a new one. All right. Let's, I want to get into this fight. If there's a new one there, I'd like to take the base characters. I'll come back and hopefully I'm not going to lose out on something. I don't know if I don't know if this is a boss fight. This one looks tough, but I wonder if I would lose out on it by not having Monoko in the fight. But I think it'll be okay. This one's in white. Is this one I can speak with? Oh, it's approaching me. Seems unhappy. Go for the first strike. All right. Whoa. All right. Try my normal approach and see how it goes.
Here's your card.
Wow, I've done almost no damage to that one. It has defenseless on right now.
Look out!
Wow, okay.
Bring it on. That's better.
Eyes up, Verso.
Not today.
Okay. Yeah, they crushed me. We'll come back to this area later. No, I'm not going to send a reserve team out on this. Oh, doggone it. I didn't want to retry. Okay, that's okay. I can't. Maybe he did say we're outmatched right from the get-go. I'm not sure. It sounded almost like that. Let's start I think I can focus, just try focusing on just one of them. I usually try to do the focus foretell on one that's different than the other ones I'm attacking, so that that one can stay around long enough that I can use those foretell abilities, but I don't think that's necessary on this one. So that builds up her Saints for the next round.
Careful now.
Yeah, my timing is way off. So I noticed that they changed between fire and ice. Yeah. Okay. We'll stop there. That's good though. I'm learning my boundaries. No, don't retry the battle on this one. It'll probably send me back to the last time that I saved, which was, oh no, actually it didn't. It took me to the last item I picked up. So we'll head out of here, and I've learned my limitations there. We'll continue on with the regular story to Old Lumiere. It's a beautiful area, though. They did such an amazing job of just creating all these different kind of set pieces, all these locations, where the emotion of the game is different at various points throughout. It reminds me so much of Hero with Jet Li. So I think the exit for the place that I want to get to is to the right over here. Could be mistaken on that. Again, it would be helpful to have a compass. But so I remember right. The exit that went up the mountain was to the northwest, or the northeast, and the exit that I want to take goes up to the northwest. I think this is it. Yeah. It's interesting. I didn't see Esquier waiting outside for me. All right, I see big guys up there. I think I can go up and try to get a first strike on them. They look much smaller up close. All right, let's do my... I think I remember these guys being particularly annoying. Let me dogpile this one. All right, and I get another basic attack. That's right, he counterattacks. So
today.
Ah, too soon. Doggone it. Okay.
Try it.
Prepare to meet your end.
Longer shell. On applying shell, its duration is increased by 2. Okay, I thought I already had that one. Unless they were just saying that this one got leveled up. A weapon upgrade. All right. And a Pictos. Oh, okay, yeah, it was a Pictos upgrade, so it took me up to level 9 for that one. I see. I'm gonna make a note of that. What I'm not sure about is do the Pictos upgrade automatically as I gain experience while using that Picto? Because if it does, then I'm gonna more permanently set them rather than focus on getting them all active. But yeah, we'll see. That's something I can research that off stream, but do all that boring studying stuff then.
Nice.
All right, here we are. Old Lumiere.
Welcome, my friends, to Old Lumiere.
Is anyone still here?
Just Neverons.
So this is where our piece of Lumiere used to be. Before the fracture ripped apart the world and threw us into the sea.
We're lucky it did. That's probably the only reason we survived.
The heart of the Paintress is in the center. Let's go.
Ah, okay, we can trade. Very good. Longer powerful and applying powerful its duration is increased. Okay. Healing counter recovers 25% health on account. Nice. Yeah, I definitely want that. Revive tint shard. Yes, I definitely want that as well. Right. Is there anything else? I guess I can fight the merchant to build up and find out what his super secret item is. All right, who takes this fight? I think Verso is probably the best one.
Ready to strike. You're outmatched.
Oh. I don't know why I expected he was going to do that ability that makes him really big first. But I can use my Endbringer on him. All right. That was unexpected, but okay. And I can't heal up, so just have to do a basic attack then.
Let's carve a path.
And now I can heal up.
Didn't really need it. Let's carve a path.
There we go. It's so funny. The counterattacks are so much stronger than all the other attacks. Yeah, so what do we get? Is this a new weapon? Free aim shot can consume 1 foretell to deal 100% more damage. Oh, base attack applies 3 foretell. Oh, yeah, we really want that. Gosh, the one that I have now, I'll have to look and see how much of a difference in damage there is in this item. But the one that I have now, I really like that it heals her up. But I may, you know what? Let me switch to it just at the very least to get a feel for how it works. Let's see. We want the new one we just got is right here. Oh no, the new one we just got is here. Free aim shots consume 1 foretell to deal. So I have to apply the foretell to them first, but the base attack does apply it. So if I take that, the base attack applies it. And then if I equip on her Luminas, there's an ability that lets the base attack do an extra attack. +1 AP on base attack is definitely one that I want. And then where's the one that gives the extra attack? Do I already have it equipped? Here, let me check. I know that I have it equipped on him. Combo attack. Okay, that's the one that's what it's called. All right, so combo attack is definitely one that I want. That's actually going to be that's going to be really good now that I think about it. Okay, I'm kind of excited to try this out now. The giant swords are interesting. No particular interaction with them apparently, but they're kind of neat to see. Real quick, do I need to heal up anybody? No, everybody looks good.
We'll need a way forward.
The heart is in the center of the city. All right? Show off a bit, Minoko.
Just admit you can't do it yourself.
Minoko.
Minoko! Why the hell did you...
Sorry, I fucked up. I just wanted to show off.
We just have to regroup. The others should be fine. Verso said the heart is in the center of Old Lumiere, right?
Right. Okay, Minoko. Stop crying. We have to move.
Yes, sorry.
Okay, so Mael and Verso aren't with me right now. That's interesting. Because when I switch, I can't switch between them. I was thinking for a moment, I was thinking, what a weird thing to put into the story. Okay, I have no choice but to figure Minoko's abilities out then. So here we are. I was thinking that's such an odd thing to put into here. But it splits the party. So now I understand. And all right, so through here is where we want to go. Can he climb? Thought I saw climb points there. Maybe I didn't.
Friends, I beg your forgiveness for landing us in this quagmire.
It's okay, Minoko. Let's move on, shall we?
All right. All right. Looks like I'm starting combat now. I just have to remember, open up with her base attack. Yeah, so I start with her, and if I open with her base attack, it'll actually be better for me. So we'll start on this one. Wow. Okay. That's going to be much. I might totally respec her skills later on. So, all right. So the Stalak punches is probably the best one to do for now. And since I've got the Fortell counters on her, I should start on her. All right.
Your turn to shine.
Renee, attention.
All right. That didn't go as planned, but let's do a revive.
A storm is coming. Prepare to meet your end.
Nice.
Energized.
All right. And now... Oh, that's so good. Their AP is good. Let's... Yeah.
Lune, attention.
That second attack was getting me. It's not giving me a big Q for that one, so that's okay though. I don't need to do focused foretell anymore with this ability. I just need to just lay it in. Basic attacks is more than enough. And so now I have Almighty, so the corresponding skills are more powerful. I don't have any Almighty things on here, so let's try that Pellerin heal ability. It applies regen to all of the allies. And if I was on the caster mask, it would also heal them all. Oh, okay. So the mask that I'm on determines what the bonus ability is. Okay, I understand that mechanic now. Yeah, let's try the heal. Regen is a buff that heals the character by 10% of their max health at the beginning of their turn. Nice. Now I get to try this new ability, Crustal Crush.
Let's shake the earth.
Apparently it's very good. All right. And I got another sword for a character that's not with me right now. The Battlum. All right. It's mildly frustrating without the map. Because in part because it's easy to get turned around. So wait, this is where I came through, I think. I'll know when I come up. So yeah, I came up there. There's a sword off in the distance that way. There's a gateway here. Oh, time for combat, I guess. This is good. It'll give me a little bit more practice. All right, and so we basic attacks. I can do the stalactite punches.
Everything flow.
Okay.
Careful now.
Brace yourselves.
Energized.
All right. Got you. All right. Now I figured it out. Very, very good. All right. And I find I really like playing as Monaco. Okay. There is the eclipse, or it looks like the eclipsed sun going around, and there's a character in the middle there. Maybe that's the Painter's Heart? Not sure. But let me see. I don't see a way to get to it from here. Unless there's something I'm missing. Maybe something down there? No, so I have to find another path around. It looks like this goes back that way. Is that a Neveron over there? No. All right.
How exactly did our piece of Lumiere end up on an island when the rest of the city is here?
One of the great mysteries. I wish we had more time. There's so much to study here.
Mm. Crawl space down here.
Ow, wow, wow.
All right. So I noticed they have different weapons, and I'm assuming the weapons have different. These may be different states for them, so their weapon type changes. All right.
Yes.
Dodge, CL.
Doggone it, I missed all 3 of those. All right.
Your turn.
Nope.
I told you.
No, never.
All right. So now let's keep with the plan. So the plentiful harvest is the one we want. We'll do plentiful harvest on this one. And that should get, there we go. That gives everybody the action points they need so that they can do their big stuff. Oh, new abilities here. What do we have? I'm seeing Chevalier Piercing. I have the Almighty Mask on right now. Damage increase for each shield on the target. Oh, so it pierces shields and it does more for each shield they have. That's really good. I actually wouldn't mind doing the heal on the next turn. So let's do just a basic attack so that I can build that up.
Now it's our chance.
And God, she's juiced to the gills with those points. So I think I see 7 points is what it costs. Oh, let's do Stormcaller because that hits all of them each turn. Oh, and she has 2 red, so it's going to do the Thunder Strikes. Nice. All right. Yeah, that's going to be much better.
Thunder.
All right.
Zero.
All right. And now she can do... what's the best thing to do there? Target ally deals double damage for a turn. I forgot I had that ability. I just equipped that recently. Let's try that. Let's put that onto old boy here and let's see what he does.
It likes you.
Look out. I'm ready.
All right. So he's going to do an attack skill just because I just charged that up. So this one does the Chevalier Thrust, deals high physical damage to all enemies. The Stalactite Punch deals medium. So Chevalier combo, physical damage, 6 hits, and I have double damage. Interrupted if failed. Okay. I don't want to mess with that right now. Let's do... Let's do the piercing one. Let's see how that works. Do I have anything special that I get? No, nothing with the Almighty Mask. So let's do the piercing one. Oh, okay. So that double damage thing is pretty sweet. All right. And yeah, they're bloodied up pretty bad. So I guess based on their health, they put various amounts of blood on the characters. I hadn't noticed that before, but let me take a look. If I heal the party, it goes away. Very good. Very nice. All right. That's a fascinating thing. It's one of those nice little subtle design details. I love seeing that. It gives me a cue that, oh, perhaps I need to heal these guys up. And I needed to jump there. We'll try this again. There we go.
So, Monoko, what was life like before the fracture?
The world was smaller and cozier. livelier. There were many more of us Jestrels back then. The fracture tore our villages apart. Only a fraction of a fraction survived. Our forests are filled with Jestrels awaiting rebirth.
Is this the boy? No, it's a different person. A fading man. I have nothing but time, I suppose, to sit and think. Are you a spirit trapped in the Gamash? He says I'm just a man who sits and thinks. When she was young, she gets sad thinking about it. When I asked her about her sadness, her answer surprised me. Are you talking about the paintress? She paints. She wasn't scared of death itself. She was sad because there are more works of art than she'd ever be able to see in her lifetime. So many fables from around the world she'd never be able to collect to bring to life in her workshop. All the beauty in the world she'd never get to experience, that saddened her. I encouraged them to believe that their dreams are within their grasp, but she proved me a liar. She did love to challenge me. Of all of them, she and I are the most alike. All of them. It's important to remember the ones we love, to keep them alive in our minds when they are far away, far, far away. Are you originally from Old Lumiere? I paint them so that I can remember them, remember their faces. And he's gone silent now. Okay. These characters, like the fading man here, the fading woman, the boy, they're almost like... I suspect they're characters that their existence will have a lot more meaning on a replay, like on New Game Plus playthrough. And I like that. I like that they don't force feed you. I love that they don't force feed you the information dumps.
Doesn't that look like one of Eskier's stones?
Oh, yeah.
Let's bring him a gift. I was surprised you agreed so readily to Verso's plans.
He seems to be our best bet for now. We lack too much information.
Do you trust him?
I trust that he wants to reach the paintress, so for now, our interests are aligned.
He has been helpful. Still, I have this feeling he's hiding something.
Minoko, how did you meet Verso?
I don't really remember. I feel like I've always known Verso.
You mentioned traveling with other expeditions.
Quite a few.
How many? What happened to them?
What happened to them?
Maybe ask Verso when we find him.
Yeah, okay. Finding them comes first. Any idea what this is?
I'm afraid not. This is my first time here as well.
"58. They were the ones that Verso was traveling with.
I believe so. They made it surprisingly far. An axon. Interesting. Verso is... Is this true?
Mael's with him.
We need to go. Now!
Verso would never harm her.
Can you stand? Minoko gets a bit carried away sometimes.
My back hurts, but I'm fine.
Good. The others are probably heading towards the center of the city. We'll rejoin them there.
Feels like home.
Yeah. Feels like home. You okay?
Minoko fits well in the disaster expedition, eh?
Yeah. It does. After you.
So, of course, the...
Speaking of home, where do you live in Lumiere?
Above a bakery near the center. Angelique's Boulangerie. I ate there every morning. I wonder if it's still there.
It's called Mathilde's now. When this is over, you should go and visit.
So that's really funny. The first thing you want to do after experiencing that is listen to Expedition 58's journal. And let's see. It's not there because the other party has it. So they dropped a very good hint to make us curious about what's coming up next. That's such a good approach. Just leave the hint, just lay out that trail of breadcrumbs to make you figure things out on your own. And having, or make you kind of champing at the bit to see what's coming next. So I only have 2 instead of 3 now, and I haven't played with her in a little while. All right. They don't have any shields on them. No, okay. We want... do the Fencer's Flurry.
Cut through the flames. There, so dodge.
Just try it.
All right, that's not good. That's annoying, but okay. Let's get him standing again.
Can't do this yet.
Let's have some fun. I never said there was treasure.
I'm finding treasure along the way.
Nice. Ready to strike. Just try it.
Ready to parry.
I think I'll improvise. End of the line. Not impressed. Didn't really get it. I'll manage.
I will need to heal up again. I will need to find an expedition flag soon. Oh, there we go. So I came down this... Okay, this is the direction I was going. It's where they came from. All right. Did I miss the first... Oh, I missed the first strike. Okay. I thought I had a lot of distance between me and them, but I guess not.
You're outmatched. Watch out, Mael.
Ah.
Let's carve a path. End of the line.
On me. Finesse and grace. Finesse and precision. Let's dance.
Incoming. Need it.
Very good.
We're a pretty good team.
Hmm.
Verso? Verso? Putain. Where did he go? Verso, where did you go? I need to find Lune and Ciel, quickly.
Okay. Is there anything I can do to rebuild her or operating by herself. Let's see. I think all those... Let's see. Oh, I can apply a filter. Let's see. Solo, that's what I'm looking for. Gain Cello fighting alone, gain Russia fighting alone. That's good. You know what? I never noticed this filter before. This is actually really good. After a free aim hit, the base attack damage increased by 50% for one turn. Oh, so she's always better off doing a free aim first. Okay, that's helpful. That's good to know. I don't think I have any healing abilities on her. That could be a challenge. What's the best approach to take here? Let me check her skills. I don't think I have any healing skills, though. Let's see. Deals medium damage. All right. That applies burn. Increases damage to marked targets. And if I have a virtuoso stance, or virtuoso stance, then it does more. I'm going to need to... I need to revisit her skills. I may have to respec her completely. 'Cause for right now, I know that I've heard that she's supposed to be the high damage character. Oh. Alright. I'm probably going to get crushed on this one, but we'll see.
Let's dance.
All right, let's try this. Items, let's heal myself. And I just need to take some time here to practice these counterattacks.
Okay.
That one I know I've got. Oh, okay. Well, that's all I needed then. See.
Spill some ink. On me.
All right. So at least with those, I feel like I have the timing of the counterattacks down pretty cold. Oh. Am I seeing 2 or 3 of them? This could be bad. We'll see. There are 3. All right.
Spill some ink. Blade. Cut through flames.
All right.
On me.
I keep doing it too soon. Gotcha. All right.
Not giving up. Nice.
All right.
Nice.
Applies rush for 3 turns at the start of battle. I'm going to need to look that up as well. What does rush do? I've had it for a while. I just never took the time to really explore what the ability means. So we'll figure that out. Wow, this looks wild.
Cut through the flames. Ready to parry.
Oh, I'm out of healing. All right. We'll see how this goes.
Blade cut through the flames.
So one thing I would call out is I can see where this would be a real struggle if you don't learn the parry system, or if you don't pick up on the parry system.
Close.
I can see where people would have a really hard time with this game. In a certain way, that it reminds me a little bit of Brutal Legend.
This manner's intact. Why does it feel so familiar? I know this place.
Is that the manor that we've been visiting as we've gone along? Let me take my skills and take a quick look at them. So I have 9 points that I haven't assigned yet. What do we have here? Well, I'll just save up one more point and get that one. Actually, I won't do that right this moment. Maybe I will. I'm going to go ahead and do a reset and quickly reassign these skills. So Swift Stride is one that I haven't used much. Spark is one. It's on the path to get me some of the abilities that I need. Guard Up, I use. I'm going to consciously work the breaking rules I definitely use. The Fencer's Flurry I definitely use. But I'm going to consciously work my way over to get the Sword Ballet. That one I'm guessing would be particularly strong if I use it with like CL's ability to deal double damage, because then it would deal double, do quadruple damage on critical hits. And then if I can get something that boosts up my critical hits. Oh, actually, there's an ability that makes it so that when she's alone, she does 100% critical hit. So that would automatically deal double damage. I suspect that would be really strong. So let's see. Applies defenseless to all enemies. I do like using that one. All right, and then the degagement I actually don't use much. Let's see, what is this? Each attacks all allies, and this one deals high damage. I'll just save those remaining points. I'll figure out what I want to do with them later. But in the meantime, let's get. I think I'm okay there. I don't gain much for that. So let's rest, and then we'll set her, we'll make sure we have all of her abilities set up the way we want. Okay. So the offensive switch is the basic one. That's the basic one. Swift stride. That's the one I want there. Breaking rules, I like that one where it is. This one, I actually prefer be down below, so we'll put the sword ballet there. There. I think that's... Oh, I actually prefer guard down instead of guard up. I took guard up as a path to get to what I needed, but that should do. We'll see how much of a difference this makes. That's the manor. Is there anything back here? Thought I saw like a little space where there might be something. What's this?
I knew you'd open the door for her.
But the paintress. Oh.
Really, Verso? This was your plan? How many times must you hurt our family?
No, you don't get to lecture me on family.
Why do you refuse to see I am doing this for us? Yet you insist on rushing toward death. You're trying to stop the wrong cycle.
You're doing this for yourself.
Of course. It's easier for you to think that, isn't it? Easier to betray us if I'm the villain.
So move. I'm gonna fucking kill him.
You haven't told her the truth. Have you, son?
Sorry we're late. We were busy doing a bit of reading. Were you planning on sharing that this man, the man who murdered our team, is your father?
Family is not my favorite topic. Right, can we talk about this later? I'd really like for you all to survive this.
Okay. I'm not used to this team playing together, but we'll see. Let's see how this goes. Let's open up with the basic attack first.
My turn.
Forced us to this point.
So what's the best approach to take with him? Let's open up with this. And then base attack. He doesn't have any shield on him right now. So I'm thinking offensive switch is probably the... Actually, just base attacks. What am I doing?
She won't help you this time.
Lune vanished. Okay. I thought that was one of the gradient counters, but I'm not sure. That's new. That's new. Not sure what to do about that. But let's start with... Let's hit him with the basic attacks again. Keep building up that perfection ability.
I'm not angry. Just...
All right. I just need to dodge. I need to focus on dodging rather than parrying. And now I can hit him with the big attack.
End of the line.
All right. Now she can... There's a part of me that would like to try some of the... She isn't built up for the sword ballet yet, so let's do a healing tint and heal her up first. Oh, that's not what I intended, but okay. All right. Let's do the reviving tint on her. It wasn't my intention, but here we are.
should be fighting by my side.
Oh, I ate one, but that's okay.
Let's carve a path. Don't die.
Now she's juiced up. Let's try this new ability, Sword Ballet.
Careful now.
People start gathering around Renoir. Okay, so he's summoning other people. All right. I still think it's probably best to... These are like alternate Renoirs. I think it's still best to probably continue to dogpile on him.
Ready to strike. Oh well.
I got the good counter on that, the gradient counter. Good. Oh, I can do the gradient attack now. Okay, sabotage. Oh, you know what? I think this whole time I've been pushing the wrong button for the gradient attacks. Okay. Oh, and it applies mark to him. Okay. Yeah, we want that. Nice. All right. So I beat Renoir. That's it. Oh, he went up and protected him. The gestural.
Everyone all right?
Aw.
Noko's broken.
Why can't you accept who you are?
What is that? Will you tell me your name?
Where did it go? No, 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 no. Alicia.
Fuck!
Oh, Dory. Thank you, mon ami.
Care to explain? Your father.
I don't think of him as my father anymore.
Still, why didn't you just tell us?
Because it's private. And it's painful and it's none of your business. I cut ties with him decades ago.
Lying by omission is still lying.
I've told you everything you need to know.
I'd rather make that determination for myself.
I think we can all understand where each other's coming from, right? He hasn't steered us wrong yet. But we're a team now. And we won't get very far if we don't trust each other.
Family is complicated.
Old friend, you've traveled miles, spinning in circles, your blind eyes on the dial, stripping off.
The stories say that Jestrels reincarnate. Is that true? Can you bring Noko back?
Partially. We can bring Noko back to life. But not all of Noko will return. It will be a different Noko. The one you knew is gone.
I'm so very sorry, my friend. And all for naught. The Painter's heart was in that manor, and now it's gone. We have no way to access the monolith.
Expedition 58 seemed to think you knew another way.
What?
We found 58 and their journals.
So that's how you... I wasn't hiding it. If that's what you're implying. It's a dead end.
Wait, what are you talking about?
There is someone else who can help us. Excuse me. Is it true? Can you make a weapon that can pierce the barrier? Do you need something from the Axons?
Hmm.
Do you need their hearts?
Look, to create this weapon, he needs enormous amounts of pure chroma, which is way beyond what we can get from Nevrons. The only source are Axons, yes. But like I said, that's a dead end. It's impossible.
Why? What are Axons?
They're massive creatures living on islands around the monolith. They're much stronger and much more dangerous than Nevrons. I can't die, and I still couldn't take them down.
Yet we found the corpse of one in Old Lumiere, so it's possible.
I don't know how that one died. But I'm telling you, listen to me, please. Our chances of taking them down without you lot dying are close to zero.
Close, but not zero. Death is coming either way. And as expeditioners, if we die fighting.
Wonderful pep talk.
I know.
All right, if we're going to fight the Axons, then let's be smart about it.
What do you mean?
I've had a few rough encounters with the Axons. There are 3 located on islands around the monolith, and we need at least 2 hearts to get enough chroma. One lives on a mountain too high for us to reach, so that one's out. We should start with the one to the west of the monolith. It's already been weakened by previous expeditions, right?
Yeah, good idea. Maximize our chances.
Or we embrace the challenge and pick the one in the east.
I like your spirit.
Thank you.
Did you listen to what I just said?
Nice, nice. So I'm going to take a brief break. I'll be back in a few minutes. And when I get back, I'm going to go through and talk to each person, exit the camp, and I think that'll end the session for the night. So I'll be back in a few minutes. All right, we're getting started back up here. Let's bring the gameplay back up. And I wanted to make just one quick note here. All right, so let's go around and talk to each person, and we work on the relationships. I think I can pick different tunes, and I've found a bunch of records that I can play in here. Let's try this one. Café Lumière. So it looks like we got healed, and I noticed there in these cutscenes, the characters went from having their faces all bloodied and dirty to being back to having their faces clean. And so I think that's, I recognize that that's what was happening. So I remember thinking as I went along, okay, this is a cue that the characters have been healed, even though I didn't do the healing. It healed them as part of the next segue into the next part of the game.
All these years and you've never defeated an Axon?
They're kind of tough.
And do you think our chances are close to zero?
I didn't think you cared about odds.
Lune and I have less than a year. But Mael's different.
You want to spend time with CL. I will in a moment. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and kill the music if I can, because stop the current track, because it's actually making it a little bit harder to hear. So I will return to her in a moment.
Lune. Okay. We'll talk later then.
Yes. She wants to ask him more questions. As Verso approaches Lune.
Why stay on the continent alone? Why not return to Lumiere?
I did. I went back. Helped with the rebuild. After the fracture, we didn't have anything. Food, shelter. None of it.
Things must have been chaotic then.
Nothing like the end of the world to bring out the best and worst in us. I almost miss those times. You know the dome shield? My father and I helped build that.
Oh. Why'd you leave then?
Those early expeditions, they were search and rescue. We didn't know about the Paintress then. We just wanted to find our loved ones, like my mother.
I see. But this time, you didn't go back.
People didn't trust me. Guess I'm hard to trust.
Perhaps.
Guess they thought I knew more than I did. Halfway to the monolith, I was betrayed. Barely escaped. Kind of killed my interest in returning home. What about you? Do you miss home?
I spent my whole life studying the Paintress and the monolith. This is where I need to be.
What a long-winded way to avoid answering the question.
Yes, there are things I miss.
You paint such a vibrant picture.
If you must know what I really miss of Viennoiserie.
Oh, good answer. I miss those too. What?
I enjoyed this conversation.
High praise.
Luna feels more relaxed in Verso's presence. She appreciates that he shared actually useful information. She said something there. She misses Viennoiseries. I'll have to look that up. If anybody knows what that is, throw it into chat. Otherwise, I can look it up myself later on. But Yanasaris. She becomes lost in thought, reflecting on the information. Verso feels ignored and goes back to the others.
Ready for the Axons? Of course you are.
You want to spend time with Mael? Yes.
Throwing rocks again?
Mm-hmm. You should try.
Eskia would be horrified that we're throwing stones into the lake.
Or he'd be super happy because we're sending them soaring on fun little adventures.
Oh, so they're like little rock expeditioners.
Exactly.
Would that make you the paintress then? Would that make you Lumiere then? This one might offend her, so I think maybe I should say that one.
Would that make you Lumiere then?
Yeah, I guess so. I'm launching them on their journey and watching them from afar. Stone after stone after stone, knowing they'll never come back.
Knowing you'll never stop. Poetic, but kind of depressing for a 16-year-old. This one seems fitting.
And knowing you'll never stop.
You get it.
Yeah, I enjoy depressing poetry too.
That doesn't surprise me.
Is that what you're writing in your notebook all the time? Depressing poetry.
It's not all depressing. Why, what do you write about? You don't seem like a sunshine and rainbows type.
Mostly poetic insults to use on Monoko. I'm currently comparing him to the backside of an owl. Actually, writing is cathartic for me. It helps. Getting the thoughts out of my head and onto the paper. Giving shape to my feelings.
Can I see?
Do I get to read yours?
Do I get to read yours?
Mine's kind of personal.
Well, so is mine.
Yeah, but I bet you secretly want people to read it.
Okay, fine. I'll let you read mine, if I get to read yours.
Okay, deal.
Be kind, though.
Yeah, I can't promise that.
Oh, they feel closer to each other. Mael and Verso spend some time together. Mael proves to be extremely critical of Verso's writing. They go back to the others after Mael is done teasing Verso.
I'm sorry, mon vieux. We'll bring Noko back.
I know.
I'm ready. Just say the word.
When the time is right. After we've settled this.
Yeah, I'll spend time with Monoko.
I see you got stronger.
Well, I didn't spend the last few years hiding in the mountains.
The mountain where a Pelerin cut you in half and you cried for my help?
Yeah, the mountain where a Stalak stomped you and I had to evacuate you.
You want to fight?
Well, unlike Jestrels, I need sleep, so I'll pass.
Coward.
You've seen how weak you are now. I'd beat you blindfolded, or I'll admit I'm afraid of you.
Have you seen how weak you are now? I'd beat you blindfolded.
In the mountains, I have learned inner peace. These petty provocations do not work on me anymore.
I've missed our little excursions. Yeah, you do too, I know.
Remember our first battle against the duelist?
Sure do. We got our asses kicked pretty hard.
And this one time we tried to swim to the Red Tree Island and you got eaten by that snake?
Oh yeah, it turns out living inside a snake's belly is possible when you're mortal. Carving my way out was a nightmare though.
Remember that time you got stuck under a building for a year? Remember that time when you challenged Esquier to a duel? Oh, these both seem interesting. I think challenging Esquier to a duel is more... I'm interested to hear what that sounds like.
Remember that time when you challenged Esquier to a duel?
Well, someone conveniently forgot to mention that Esquier is the most powerful creature in the world. Good times. Oh, and remember when...
Monaco and Verso fall back into familiar patterns of their camaraderie. So I'm hearing the Sopranos here of, I think, Tony Soprano saying, remember when is the lowest form of communication?
Good times indeed.
Spend a bit more time bragging before going back to others. I get remember when, though. That's, good times.
I'm mad.
Oh, no.
Esquier.
I'm stinking mad.
About Noko.
That was mean. I thought he cared. Renoir's not being Renoir.
He's not. I know, buddy. I'm mad too.
Yeah, I'll spend time with Esquier. He stares intensely at his armband.
That armband looks nice.
Yes, it's official. We're part of the disaster expedition now. Not really my style. I like the first one better.
I guess it's official. We're part of the disaster expedition now.
Are you jealous?
Are you jealous?
I'm doing all the hard work. Where's my armband?
So, you want an armband too?
Maybe.
You barely have arms.
Not true. Anyway, I want a headband.
Your head is humongous. You're gonna need so much cloth.
I have a big brain.
All right, Monsieur Big Brain. I'll see what I can do.
Happy now? You better not lose this like your stones. So he has a Expedition 33 headband now. I like this. So I think happy now is the better question to ask.
Happy now?
Ooh, this is the nicest thing ever.
He's more excited than usual. Verso's given Esquier the greatest gift ever. Ever. Esquier is overcome with emotions. Esquier dances around with his armband for a bit before they return to the others. So now I'm going to go back and talk to CL, because I didn't spend time with her.
These years and you've never defeated an Axon.
They're kind of tough.
And do you think our chances are close to 0?
I didn't think you cared about odds.
Lune and I have less than a year. But Mael's different. Story time?
Let me think.
Come on. You've been alive for over 60 years. You must have tons of stories.
Over 100 years, actually, so it's hard to choose. I need a topic. I can't just spit out stories on command.
I need a topic. I can't just spit out stories on command.
I gave you a topic. Dark and personal.
All right. Let me think.
Okay, I'm going to share something deeply personal with you. I can choose either really dark or deeply personal. I think I'll choose deeply personal.
Okay. I'm going to share something deeply personal with you.
Oh, I'm so intrigued.
It's about my hair.
Your hair? That's a bit literal on the dark and personal.
Hey, I'm sharing a heartfelt secret here. Do you want the story or not?
Please, do share.
Sometime after the fracture, my hair turned completely white, like an old man. Luckily, the Gestrel village has a hairstylist quite skilled in color treatments.
Lucky.
But he's always napping when I get there, and his apprentice always mucks things up. I'm lucky my hair's not purple this time.
Purple could be fun.
So, your turn.
That was hardly dark or personal.
White hair? Old man, I'm revealing myself here.
All you've revealed is that you're vain, and that you're really bad at making appointments.
Vain? Hey, I'm not the one with all the bracelets and rings.
Actually, my students made these bracelets for me, to remember them by. Because chances are we'll never see each other again.
Not necessarily.
I'm an optimist, but I'm also a realist. My youngest student is 6. Her parents will gommage when she's 12, and she herself won't live past 21. Her parents did the maths. They'll have 12 years as a family, and she'll experience 21 years of life. These are the choices we get to make. The earlier you have children, the more time you get to share with them, the more life they'll get to live. And every year you wait...
You're shortening your child's life.
Precisely.
You don't have any children, though.
No, I don't, but I have my students. One of my friends, Sophie, said it best. She said she loves her children so much, the best thing she could do for them is not to have them. See? Dark and personal.
Yeah, you've set the bar high.
Come back with a better story next time.
The story was rather lacking. She appreciates him slightly more than before. Seems like with his relationship with Sael is constantly very small increments. It's improving by very small increments. Spend a bit longer teasing each other before going back to the others. So I think that's all of the discussion. And I suspect there's no spending time with the curator. Yeah, there's not. So I think what I'll do is I'll come back here. Let's add the journal entry and then we'll rest. We'll break camp See if it gives us any story elements, and then I'll stop right after that. All right. Make sure I add the journal entry in. So the current objective is going to be defeat 2 Axons on their respective islands to forge a weapon able to pierce the monolith barrier. All right. And let's write in the Journal of Gustav's Apprentices. Mael finds a spot where she can write. She spends some time writing in Gustav's journal to honor his memory. She writes about Old Lemire and how their city was actually transported from the continent to the ocean. She hopes Gustav's apprentice will read the journal someday. Mael heads back. Okay, and now we go to sleep. SKA ability unlocked. Swim through coral reefs. Oh, okay. So those coral reefs that were there before that were blocking me, I can swim through. Expedition escape. SKA can now take you to the continent from any expedition flag. Okay, nice. All right. So we mount SKA, and if I go up here to the coral reefs, does he bust them up or just move through them?
Time for swim.
Yep. All right, so I can open the map and I can come back here. All right, there's Old Lemire. There's a bunch of coral. Gestural Reach. I haven't been there. I may explore that later. I know there were gestural beaches. There are gestural beaches back here. I may do one session at some point and go visit all of the gestural beaches individually. But for now, I think I'm at a good stopping point here. So I'm going to take one more quick break so I can kind of gather my thoughts on the notes that I took here, and I'll be back in just a moment. All right. So there was a lot in that session. So at the very beginning, I learned a new mechanic, the gradient attack. I only used it once, but I'm partly because I was hitting the wrong button when I was trying to use it. But it's cool. I would give a broad call out that it's cool that even this far along in the game, they're giving me new mechanics that make the combat a little bit more interesting. So when they introduced the gradient attack, they started me out with just the basic dodge and parry. And when I mastered the dodge and parry, then they opened me up to having the jump. Instead of the regular dodge, you had the jump dodge. And then you had a counter attack you could do on that. And once you kind of get that down, then they open up the gradient attack. These are things that if these had been introduced at the very, very beginning of the game, like I imagine if somebody started this game in the middle and tried to just pick it up, they'd just be overwhelmed. But they steadily stream out these additional skills that make the combat more interesting. So you never quite reach a point where it's like, I'm just going through the motions and hammering these things out. So I find the Monoko to be hilarious. Just the whole interaction between Verso and Minoko was great. The Grandis were kind of cool. So now those characters that they introduced the name of them at the very beginning, I'm starting to see them now. I think I've seen all of them. So at the very first session in town, the two kids were dressed up as Gestrels, and then when they recognized that Gestrels existed, they said, "I wonder if the Esquier and the Grandis exist as well." So now those names that were introduced have been opened up. I still haven't heard in the previous discussion with Esquier and from the last session, he asked Verso if Verso was thinking of Julie. I haven't heard any mention of Julie in this one, so I still have a note of that to see who that is. I'm going to do some research on a little bit on how the Pictos upgrades work and what the rush mechanic does. I know that I have several abilities that add to the rush mechanic, and I'm going to figure that out. But that's just something I need to kind of internalize if I'm going to. I figured out the shell ability, and I really like that one a lot. I need to internalize the rush ability. But in terms of the story, when they got to the manor, there were a few things that I noticed. One, Verso immediately said, "I knew you'd open the door for her." So there's something special, and there's been something recognized or something that the characters have recognized about Mael. And in fact, Verso said the name Alicia. And so I just had a note here. Who is Alicia? I think Alicia might be the girl with the mask, and what the relationship is between her and Mael, I'm not sure. I know that when the time froze there, she took the mask off and you could see that her face was burnt, or that it was scarred up. It looked like it was burnt, and you could see the burning mansion or the burning manor behind them. What the significance of that was, I don't know. But I did notice that Alicia's, like, she looks kind of like Mael. So if I don't know, again, I don't know what the relationship is between them, but that might be the significance of, so you had what looked like the paintress and the masked girl, Alicia, I think, Renoir and Verso there, and it seemed like Verso was trying to get Mael to the manor, and so that whole relationship. So we learn now that Renoir is Verso's father, and that whole relationship. I'm not 100% like certain of like what the dynamic there is, but I'm sure that it will reveal more as we continue. Let's see. Verso mentioned wanting to find loved ones like my mother, because he said that the early expeditions were search and rescue expeditions rather than actually. Let me do something here. They were search and rescue expeditions rather than expeditions to try to get to the monolith. So if I it seemed like the person who was standing inside the manor looked a lot like the paintress. So I don't know what the significance of his mother is. Presumably they do a lot of mentioning characters in here that we get introduced to later on. So perhaps we'll find Verso's mother later on. She mentioned when Verso spent time with Lune, she mentioned that she missed Via Noisuries. I'm gonna have to look up what that is. Again, if you could put it in chat, that'd be great. Otherwise, it gives me something to search for. SGA, I thought it was funny that they mentioned in the discussion with Monaco that SGA just happens to be the most powerful being in the world. And there was a point that Verso raised with CL about how his hair had turned completely white. And I noticed that earlier when they talked about the girl in the mask, they talked about her having white hair. And so if his hair turned completely white at the fracture, if that is a family, between Verso, Renoir, the girl with the mask, and the person that looked like the paintress, if that is a family there, maybe that his hair turning white was a hint toward all of them, their hair turned white. He got his dyed. They didn't say Renoir's. I didn't see anything in there about Renoir's turning white, although Renoir has some white or gray streaks in it. So the significance of that, I'm not sure. But again, it seems like that's one of those things I wanted to take a note of, and I suspect in the future when I look back on that, it'll have some significance. You know what? I am going to briefly relaunch the game, though, because I realized there was one thing that I didn't do that, probably because I took a break, but I think every player at this point, I suspect, would do this thing that I'm about to do, and that is go listen to Expedition 58's log and find out what they said. I have the journal entries there, so let me relaunch it, and I think that'll be a good way to end the session here, is go back and give a listen to Expedition 58's log. So here we go. Oh, let me make sure it's on there. There we go. All right. So I can go to the journals. There it is. Expedition 58.
Expedition 58. Delphine. The behemoth is such a marvel. It has a small city on its back that I really want to explore. But the others think it's too risky, too easy to get caught by the Nevs around here. Verso called this thing an axon. Apparently they are incredibly powerful, with hearts of pure chroma, utterly unkillable. Except, clearly, something did. Verso and his father, Renoir, spent years trying to kill the axons, hoping to forge their hearts into a weapon to break the barrier. But no dice. I bet the curator would love to get his hands on one of those hearts. He could easily forge such a weapon.
Wow. In such a short amount of text and such a short entry, it tells you just everything. That's incredible. So they closed the loop up there nicely. Okay. So yeah, that's they just put it all right out there. I thought there would be more. It's actually impressive that they were able to capture that much information in such a small entry. But yeah, so clearly there is more to the characters, Verso and Renoir, and the next session, I'll be moving into try to take out the axons. I'll probably follow Verso's advice and take out the one to the west first, but we'll see. But in any case, that's what I have for this evening. So this is a lot of fun. I'm continuing to enjoy the game. It's been absolutely fantastic. I love that there's such a variation in tone from one part of the game to the next, and that there's such a variety of character types between the Grandis and the Gestrals and so on. So this is exciting. It's exciting. In some ways, having the large area with such variation between the character types, it almost reminds me of Kingdom Hearts in that way. Although you don't have the gummy ship, you have Eskia instead moving around, but it feels good occasionally, and I'm doing some of these off stream, but it feels good occasionally going back to older areas, right? So one of the things I'm probably going to do after this session is travel around a little bit and defeat as many Nevrons as I can, to defeat as many Nevron types as I can, to build up to accumulate the feat for Monaco, to build up his skills, and then I can figure out how I want to move forward with that character and how I want to set up the party dynamics. But yeah, it reminds me a little bit of Kingdom Hearts in that regard, because I can go back to previous places and there's something significant to be gained. You would think, for example, that those very, very early stages of the game, that the Nevrons that are there, that I'm not going to fight them again, they're really weak, there's no point in going back to them. Actually, with Monaco in the party, there's a reason to go back to those early stages of the game and defeat them, if nothing else, just to, sounds so weird to say, collect their feet. Yeah, I'm excited about that. I'm enjoying it, and I'm ready to wrap up for the night, and I'll see you tomorrow night for the next session. So beyond that, have a great night.